Good morning. So, finally getting back to my ECTO-1 build. It's been sitting on the counter here for literally a week, and I have not managed to get around to it. I'm not going to even remotely be finished today, but I've got the rest of this guy to work on, which will probably take up about the 40 or so minutes I've got to work today, or at least this morning before I got to go to work. So, I'm going to set up time-lapse and do my best to capture this, and we will get rolling, and then after that, light bars for the roof. Okay, so the gurney is actually done. It does still have a couple problems, like the cage down here keeps popping out. But I've got all the pads on here, and the legs do function like they're supposed to. A little bit loosey-goosey, but might need a little bit of little help there. If you saw in the video, probably in the time-lapse, I was attempting to figure out how the proton packs interact here. So proton packs are like the earliest thing they had us build as a quote-unquote bonus, though it seems like now would be the time to build it, not back then. Though the other thing is, I never even realized that the proton wand, which normally would mount, or neutronal wand would normally mount like right here, doesn't. Like there's no connectivity, and I don't remember if this is glued in place, this little springy spring. And you would think that, like, given these little things, like, there would be a rest, like something was meant to sit there, but I can't determine a way that works. Like, this makes sense to latch into there, but I can't tell what is supposed to be held in place how. Because, I mean, that kind of works, but that doesn't really function, so in my mind it lays back like this. Oh, maybe it's this. Like that. But then once again, neutronal wands are literally just laying about. It's not in the instructions as of now, so I have no idea what you're supposed to do here. Got a whole bunch of stuff backed up in here. So let's try to get like 2 of them on there. So something like this. I mean, it seems correct. But once again, what am I supposed to do with the neutronal wand? Is it like stuck up under there or something? Because that is a spring, it's not a wire. If it was a big floppy wire and had no tension on it, it would make sense. But it isn't and it doesn't. So I have no idea. I don't know if there's a, let me look here on the original poster, see if there's anything in it that would help me. Probably not. Nope. So I got to find original stuff. Actually, let me go all the way back to book 1 and find out. Well, that's weird. There's no instructions on that. So where? Oh, here we go. Way back here. Okay, so the special book. Okay, so they are meant to be sitting upright and the things are meant to be attached. So what the heck? Is there no... Yeah, I don't remember there being clips for them to slide on. Yeah, there's not, literally. Oh, and the trap is in there too, somewhere. Gosh, it's been so long. This is one of the earliest things. Yeah, by the way, I've wrote notes in here. Yeah, because it shows clearly that these guys... Okay, so they are meant to sit like this. Damn near vertical. Like that. Which seems weird. That doesn't seem right. But I guess, you know, it's supposed to be this way. Because it seems here the angle looks less bad. And then it has the trap hang out back here. But it blatantly shows these on there proper. So maybe I need to open it up and fix this because I had to glue these all together. It was bad. Okay, so it shows all that hanging like it's supposed to. Here, like there should be a thing there. And it shows the wire coming, or the hose coming up and over. So, yeah, I'm going to have to do something about that because these clearly aren't going to fit like they're meant to. I knew they never would, but a little pissed that they don't. Yeah, even here it shows they don't connect. So, alright, I got to go get ready for work. So, I'll pick this back up either later or on Monday. Shh. Hold on, I gotta get a picture of it. I didn't do it on purpose, it's just how my hair came out. Quit making that face at me. Either way, guys, I'm back next morning. I'm gonna work on the ECTO-1 again. I gotta work on the light bars here. And we're gonna go to breakfast here in a little bit. I have no idea what happened here. I'm just accepting it. It's fact. Just fact now. Look at the volume. Look at it. It's beautiful, baby. Sometimes. There it is. Okay. I'm gonna build light bars. Alright, so, literally 12 hours later, give or take, I got back to it. Obviously saw I did finish the front light bar, and it does work. However, it is incredibly loud. Those kind of straight cut gears. Now, one thing that was a little bit weird is that it comes with like this lithium grease. They call it oil. And that probably would have made it really quiet, although insanely messy to attempt to apply. They put it in a baggie, of all things. Now, the thing is, the remaining bits of the instruction is to start the rear light bar, but it doesn't come with the whole thing, and you can't secure most of this by building just what's here. So I'm just going to wait till next month to do the rear light bar all together. But in the meantime, let me flip the camera around. So you can see here, it does the thing, and if we turn it on, it doesn't come on yet. If we reach inside, we turn on the main light switch. So we've got our headlights, we've got that. Something's wrong with this particular light. I'll have to figure out what. Maybe it just came on. Where's the other switch? Does still have the But as you can see back here, this is the LED setup as it goes. And it looks like I've got a dead LED here. So that kind of sucks. Probably something broken back here. I don't know. But for some reason these will stay on. I guess, yeah. So if you flip the little switch there, those stay on. The switch for the front is up here. You get the point. So, I guess it kind of sucks that you have to switch things on individually, but it is what it is. Also, I can't seem to kill the internal light. I think one of the door switches isn't working, which I kind of had a feeling might happen. God knows which one it is, though. But either way, so, you know, it's nice to be able to make progress on it, and I think the next stages begins the actual cage on the roof. So rebuild the light bar, no big deal. Same exact instructions as before. And yeah, so rest of the light bar, so no reason to do the rest of that. And then we've got what will basically equate to the roof tray. So yeah, that's it for this ECTO-1 build. I'm going to finish my cup of coffee. Why am I drinking a cup of coffee this late in the day? Because I felt like it. It is what it is. Judge me. My hair is going crazy. I'm sweaty. And it is not easy bending over the counter like this. But it's nice to have made some actual progress, considering that we kind of got stuck with just doing the friggin' gurney for 1.5 things. I mean, I did complete the gurney, so it is what it is. It is still very cool. Part of me wishes the electronics weren't there, because it would have made this build so much easier to not run the wires, not to worry about it. Because this thing's got red and white blinky wires that also have to go on here somehow. Obviously, I've got some bad LEDs or something that got disconnected. The wiring is super fine, and you can probably see in the time-lapse footage trying to cram all that wiring in a control chip into the box with the light was really, really friggin' difficult. And then having to kind of hand bend the little metal cover, kind of a pain in the ass. Never had to do anything like that. That laser cut metal is already like etched, so it could be bent, but that was difficult. Basically, I had to hook one side and hope for the best. So, alright guys, see you next time. Next month when we get to, well, probably second to last stage, I believe. So we're on 34, I think 36 or 38. Probably 38. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't remember. Anyway. Alright guys, so I changed my mind. I did go ahead and do an assembly of the backlight to this degree because this stuff will stay in place. And something I did differently this time, I used the provided oil. And it felt like after oiling up all the gears a bit better and stuff like that, and then assembling it, and then actually oiling any of the passageways where the gears will be going, I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and take apart the one I already did, all the way down to bare bones, and oil it up and see if there's a difference. So I did all that, and I got it all back together, so I'm going to see on video, because this will be me hearing the difference in the past, and I'll probably pull them up side by side to see the differences here. So hold on. It sounds smoother. Got a lot of vibration, so there's still a lot of contact happening there. So I took it apart. I did the same, if not a little bit extra oiling of that. So it, to my mind, it sounds less crunchy. The old one sounded crunchy. Obviously, we'll hear the difference side by side. I'll do it right here. I'll do that one, old one, new one. I don't know which one technically sounds better. So the thing is, you got plastic gears not resting on any type of bearing. They're just up against, they're on plastic poles, for lack of a better term. So I just oiled that to the best of my degree, using this really thick, like machine oil almost. It's not like the 3-in-1 that I already had on there before. This stuff like sticks and wants to coat stuff. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm gonna go ahead and button this up. Basically the only thing that there's left to do, I even put the brackets on the back there, so that's all ready to go. So basically once I get the next section, all it's going to be is the wiring and the lens cover and all that kind of stuff, which we would have seen in the build log from before. The thing that sucks is you have to be careful because this oil gets on everything. Like, I don't know that it's ever not going to be on my tweezers ever again, or even potentially the screwdriver. I actually put this glove on just to do this because I can feel it on my fingertips. And I want to make sure I kept the lens fairly well clear. I think the other thing is really because of the way the motors are sitting, the way the things are all spinning, I think there's just vibration happening. And realistically, if I let it probably run for like a couple hours, it might wear itself a groove where it stops making sound. It's like, just to be that way on my, go one more time. It'll probably get quieter over time. Because the thing I didn't do, so the thing I didn't do on this one, but I did it on the new one, or actually no, I did do it on this one. Either way, part of me wonders if the spinning light part, this is actually rubbing the outside edge. So I'll probably add a little bit more lube to that when final assembly happens here in a month. Because I think it's got to be, I can feel the vibration just by touching it, and I don't think that's just the motors. Although it could be, because one of them is definitely had a bent shaft on it. So either way, this is the actual end of this particular build log, not what I did earlier, if I even showed that. The only thing that kind of sucks is I know there's an LED that's out here, and I have no idea why. There's so much wiring going on and different connections. It might have come disconnected somewhere else. It might have broken an end over here. But the problem being, like, how the hell do you determine where it stopped functioning, you know? So I just have to deal with the fact that I'm down one LED at least. So either way, done with this for now. See y'all later.